Portland Sports Arena, this is Portland Wrestling. Your ringside host, Frank Bonema. Brought to you in part by Tom Peterson's, Oregon's largest TV stereo and appliance store. Tom Peterson's, 82nd and Southeast Foster Road. And by Friendly Chevrolet in Lake Oswego. Whether you're looking for a new or used car or truck, see the folks at Friendly Chevrolet. And a very good Saturday evening to you all, whatever you might be doing on this great July day and evening. We hope that you're ready to watch some great action.
Welcome as we go back in time to 1970. This is the PNW TEW9. There's a lot of letters. Exploration of the Portland Territory from 1970. And I'm a bit red, I'm a bit flustered. I decided to go for a run without bringing a telephone with me and had lots of ideas of what is going to happen after. Post. We're on the post world of Legend of the Thunderbird. Legend of the Thunderbird 1, but people won't call it 1 until long into the future when we're a national company and we're looking back on the Portland Mania network, which everybody will have access to, $9.99 a month. But until that day, we have to get to that day. We have to build a global brand, and how are we going to do this? This is where it all began. Legend of the Thunderbird. So we only drew 8,063 fans. I just wanted to compare that to previous events, what we've been doing there. And the last one we had, the end of the month show. 12,000, 11,000, 11,000, 10, 10 and a half. So we had it as a premium event. That's probably why we lost the numbers, but we delivered an amazing show. 73 here. Compare that to the previous end of the month shows. This is sticking out above the rest. If you missed the last episode 30, that's when we had Legend of the Thunderbird. And Antonio Iannucci, our champion, our hero, defeated Torquemada. Got an 83 rating. Things we will not do again is Don Morocco versus Beauregard. Ray Stevens battled classy Freddy Blassie in the kind of spectacle match of the card. The Hogan versus Rock, if you will. But it did not get the kind of rating that one would have got. And some good things for the Hells Angels. Savage and Valentine putting on a good performance. So, got some things to think about. As I said, just been running. My hair is crazy. So, the roster, let's have a look at creative. At the top is Antonio Iannucci, our babyface champion. He's got impressive charisma, extremely impressive charisma. And he's the number one appeal and ability to draw in fans. Torquemada just battled him in the main event. He's got impressive star presence, charisma, and he's got the momentum to carry an event. And then Dean Ho we have as well. I was thinking of storylines, I'm thinking of wrestlers. Do you remember in the old days, EWR 4.2 or EWR 4, whichever the first one which had gimmicks included. And you had to choose your gimmicks from a long list. They still have that here, but the gimmicks would be very much in tune to if they were heel or face and if the person could pull it off or not. So I'm thinking of changing somebody's gimmick here. Is it going to be Frankie Lane? No, it's going to be Lonnie Maine. His gimmick, redneck, realistic, it's awful. We know he is one of the Moondogs, but I want to change him up a bit. So Lonnie Maine, and maybe put some information here about Lonnie Maine. He was killed very tragically in a car crash way before his time was to go. And we've been using him here, and if we look at his title history, he is probably the guy who's held the Pacific Northwest heavyweight title more than anybody else. And yeah, I think he was the champion when we started the game, January, before I started doing the streaming here, but he was the champion. It's Moondog Maine. That's what I'm thinking. We call him Moondog Maine. save it as an alter ego. I assumed it would be, yes. Yeah, do we have another picture for Moondog Lane? Could we make one? Moondog Cujo, King, Rex, Spot. We've got a lot of different Moondogs here. None of them is Moondog Lane, though. Does Lonnie Maine have an alternate picture? Yes, he does. Look at that. Look at that picture. Looks insane. I do like it, though, but is that really the baby face? I mean, this is good, the classic. This will make him look more babyface-ish. And I think that's what I'm looking for. Because I'd like him to be Moondog Maine. And you can't have a Moondog without having a long, like, golden white beard. So he does not wear a mask, and he has fully grown hair. He has fully grown hair. Could that be in reference to something we're going to do later? He's got very hot momentum, but an awful gimmick. And it can be penalised for losing it to a comedy gimmick, a gimmicky gimmick. So we're thinking, we've got Tony Bourne on the show. We know Tony Bourne, Moondog Maine, they've kind of been a mainstay, if you want to use the term. So in a way here, he could be used as a top star or a new beloved fan. At only 25, he could take over the role that Tony Bourne has had. Now, Tony Bourne's 43, but a beloved wrestler who's been around here a long time. Just realised with this picture, and I do like this picture of Moondog Maine, but it's going to be the first one not in black and white. Maybe I can redo that one. Maybe I should. Just for consistency's sake. Or maybe the wrestlers who I'm choosing to evolve, they can evolve and become colour. I'm thinking Wizard of Oz style here. Wrestlers evolve through the time and they gain colour. I mean, surely when I get Jesse Ventura on the cards here, he's going to be in living colour. I could do a better Jesse impression, I swear, but I've just been running. And prepare a gimmick change. I think we should do something offbeat, unstable. A bit of a risk. So we've got to get the inspiration, and this is the bit which reminded me of the EWR lists. And there wasn't as many in those days. We should maybe load up EWR and just do a one-off. Just re-explore and book one show in EWR. Just for fun. Well, there used to be a whole list of things with an explanation. It's fine. Like Prima Donna was one that always came up. And I wasn't split into cocky, gimmicky things. It was like Prima Donna is just one thing. It's only for cocky wrestlers. It only works usually on heels. That's how it used to be. But our man here, Moondog Maine, is not going to be a Prima Donna. He's going to be some sort of like wild man gimmick, I'm thinking. Weirdo, comedy, gimmicky. Let's see. I mean, I'm thinking kind of offbeat, unstable face. Crazy weird. Would that work for him? Man beast weird. Person portrays a worker who fights with animalistic fury and an equally wild appearance. I think we're ticking a lot of boxes here. Constantly growling and walk around with an arched back and flailing arms. I think we've found our man beast. Moondog Maine, the man beast. And who would the antithesis of a man beast be? Who would be the guy being the opposite to this fella? Who could we put him in a feud with? I'm thinking none other than classy Freddy Blassie. Yes, he's retiring in 61 days. His contract does not have an expiry date and it's ongoing, so even when he retires, he's still going to hang around, possibly as a manager. But while he's still an active wrestler, why don't we put him in a feud? Why don't we put Moondog Maine in a feud with classy Freddy Blassie? The Moondog. We're reinvigorating the Moondog. And this will be the last major feud as a wrestler, at least for classy Freddy Blassie. Classy 1 versus the Beast. Okay, and what is the description going to be? figure this one out. Moondog Maine has been on a superb run. Because, winning the title 8 times. Superb run is going to mean something in his career. But lately has stalled. I'm going to say what reimagining or redefining. Redefining his animalistic side. He has taken to growing his beard long and growling at opponents. In brackets, which the crowd love. So he's becoming more animalistic, more like a wild man, and the crowd really getting behind this. Blassie has style and class. Will not put up with this wild man in his classy quotation marks business, because how classy is the wrestling business. The two are set to clash. I want to write more there. Clash in a My Fair Lady sort of way. Okay. So, post-show, post-Legend of the Thunderbird, this is the first new feud which we're going to start on the next show. Classy One versus the Beast. Kanitsky and Bourne feels like this one has been going since the dawn of time. This one we have to find a resolution to. Probably at the next show. Anuki and Kamata, they had their first major fight, the Portland Street fight, which Antonio Anuki won. We'll see if the Evil Enterprises have anything to say on the next event. The All Germany feud. Again, the Good Guy team as a group here got the victory, but there's still a singles match here. I'm saying probably Carl von Steiger. He was the standout there. Dean Ho as well, also extremely hot, but that's a 58. Compare that extremely hot to this one, 75. This one is kind of running its course, so we'll find a resolution here before we move Dean Ho onto something else. Looking at him, still one of our top stars. Frankie Lane is on the next big thing list. Donna Cristianello. If we look at the stables, she is part of the Evil Enterprises there. Their momentum is not great, but she is the champion and been doing well. Neutral momentum. We'll see what we do with her. Let's move on to... we got no mail there. Let's move one day in the future. What's going to go on Thursday? Nothing usually happens on Thursdays. It's a dead day for us. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. Jesse Ventura, when's he going to be debuting? He is a guy I have been looking at as well. I saw a match with the aforementioned Moondog Maine versus Jesse Ventura, and Jesse's wearing a mask. Wrestling him in 1975, 76. Let's have a look. Has Jesse Ventura debuted? Jesse James, Jessica Rogers. No Jesse Ventura as of yet. Nothing coming up there in the news. Still no Jesse Ventura. Al Costello, wasn't he one of the fabulous Kangaroos? Al Costello, that's where I knew the name from. Born in 1919, I did not know he was that old. Completing Ultra Australian gimmick, complete with boomerangs, bush hats, and the song Waltzing Matilda. Vince McMahon has had an argument with Valdo Von Erich. Okay. Big Bad John hits the small screen. Who's that big? It's going to be a big screen, right? Okay, that's interesting. So when a wrestler goes away to do something like filming or anything like this, to do acting, to film TV role, that can give them a huge bump in popularity. And yeah, it says he's away for filming now, and he could actually become has left to become filming his TV show. So you can hire him now. You won't be able to use him, but it could be that he has an amazing amount of popularity when he comes back. Okay, so Big Bad John, born in Paris, Texas, 6'6". Who doesn't scream professional wrestler. Okay, he's not athletic. Okay, but he's not looking athletic, but he's entertaining. Entertaining works for the Portland territory. So anyone else works really well? He is in Mid-South. And people who played the game quite a lot would know that, okay, if he's in Mid-South and we're in Portland, that means I would not have to pay his travel. So I could bring him in on $30 and not have to pay him any travel. And at the moment, he's not very well known in the US, but if this TV deal, if this works, there you go. He'll be leaving in 2 months, and he's filming now. So we can have him on the roster, not use him, and then he might get a huge bump in popularity. And then we bring him into our TV show, a la Hulk Hogan and the AWA around the release of Rocky 3, which then led to Vince McMahon bringing in Hulk Hogan, and as you say, the rest is history. We've had our post show, and it was our biggest one. We've got Redwood Rebellion coming up. Should we look at people to cut from the roster, though? That was something I was going to do. Who is really not working out? Like Homer Simpson on the when he's playing the kids' football one. He's like, you're cut, you're cut, you're cut. Oh, I can't cut you. The Claw. He is the only one who's on the not list, which is actually a good problem to have. Dean Ho still our biggest homegrown star. That's interesting. Is he more over than Antonio Inoki? Let's have a look. Dean Ho, popularity, Northwest, 62. What do you reckon, Antonio Inoki? What's he got? 60. He's getting there. How quick is his progress going? He started the year with 50, now he's on 60. Showed the last counting of 58, but he's on 60 now. So he's going to eclipse him eventually. Well, unless obviously his is going up the same speed. Oh, it's not. His has declined. So we've been using him, but not using him as strongly. Okay, and this is where you can see how this is reflected. Dutch Savage. I think he's been doing really well in his tag team role here with Valentine. He's obviously the guy holding the team together while Valentine is learning. Consistently good matches. But could use him in singles quite soon. How is Greg getting along? Cool momentum, but again, his skills, decent skills, progress. From 0 to, there you go, 16 straight away in 1 month, and we see now he's already up to 17 already in the month of June. Just because he's tagging with somebody who's a veteran, so you can get them over really quickly. It's a good tactic to use, especially in this kind of game, and we're not going to lie about it. We know who the people who are going to most probably develop the best are going to be, so we can maybe push them a bit more. We can give them more time. And so I'm ashamed, that's what's a shame with Dick Murdoch and Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is doing really well, but Dick Murdoch is not happy with his position. Okay, ice cold momentum. That's not good. We'll give him some wins. But yeah, he's up to 26 again, from 18 to 26. And just having him on TV doing promos, even if he's not winning the wrestling matches, doing the promos, appearing on TV, it makes a difference. But yeah, put a tag team with a veteran or somebody who's established maybe in that territory and somebody who's just coming up, especially if you've got a long-term project, which I have with Roddy Piper, with the Dusty Rhodes, Greg Valentine. So quickly, before we get to the next show, let's look at finances. This is the last major thing. So in January, February, we made loads of money because I think we did 2 big shows then before this all started out. March, we made 194, made less though in April. May, we're back over the 200 mark. This month, I don't think we've made as much on ticket sales. I know we've got one TV show left, but we're not going to make it back in time. Sponsors are less as well. Merchandise is less. So financially, it seems that we're not going to make as much money running the shows as we're doing. So I think definitely try and pack the house for Redwood Rebellion, which is coming up. Let's just double check on that one. Oh, and you were going to remind me in the chat. Nobody did, but I remembered myself. What was the one thing we were going to do, the most important thing? Before getting to the next level, the next show, the next TV show, starting up the next set of tapings here. Let's put cheap on this one. We want to pack the house. We had a premiere event last time. Let's pack the house. Cheap. Everybody's going to be in for Redwood Rebellion. But the thing you were going to remind me, the thing I was going to remind myself, the one guy we do not want to have refereeing every single match whenever he gets a chance. I know he wants to help out. It's our man, Jack Nicholson. Let's look at his contract. He's got, 2 appearances left. Let's have a look. 2 appearances from the national length. Can we negotiate? He has rejected the negotiations. Being a celebrity, he wants to complete his deal and take a break from wrestling. But although he was having a great time, and he is, in the kayfabe sense, part owner as well. So we might have to resolve that. But yeah, 2 more events. But we will take him off referee. So that's what you want to do. If you see someone popping up as a referee or as a, let's say, road agent when they shouldn't be, there's usually these 2 which are filled in automatically because you have to set your play-by-play and call out people. But if you don't do that and these 2 are selected, because they can do that one, these ones you can't select him to do. On-screen personality, for some reason it isn't available, and it really should be. We can edit that later if we wanted to, but the referee one could be on, could be off. So you click that one off, and he won't accidentally be chosen as a referee for a show. So we've learned some things today. We have looked at our roster. We've seen who we can use in terms of storylines. We're gonna reinvigorate Lonnie Maine, Moondog Maine. He's going to be the guy who hopefully we'll be able to get over in this feud, the last feud for Freddy Blassie. We've discovered who we want to keep using, who we have to resolve in their feuds. We've also looked at creative, who's on the top, who is the hot prospects, next big things here. So, until the next time, when we start the next show, the TV show leading up to Redwood Rebellion, I've been Marcus, and this has been Portland Wrestling from 1970.